Hey guys, thought I would share with you a few things and how I customize Solve Time slides for presenting, whether it is in person or remotely. The first thing you want to do is go to solventime.com/presentation and make sure that you have the most up-to-date template that you are working with. This is also the shortener or a way to simply remember. You can go to go.solventime.com/present, and this will give you a template that you can now customize. So I'm going to say use template. And what it's going to do is now make a copy of this template. And you'll also notice that that copy is going to be the same exact naming convention. So once that decides to finish up, I may want to go ahead and put some sort of name change on that so that my drive isn't just full of duplicates with the same title. So I'm just making a sample here just to show some things off. Now that you are in the slide deck, you may recognize you want to do some customization. So let's do that. Say, for instance, you love this video, you think it's great, but your students or whomever you're facilitating in front of is already familiar with the process, or you don't want to show a video, you would just rather explain the process live. So go ahead, delete it. You have that freedom. Delete that. And let's say you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to change up how I present on this a little bit. So I'm just going to introduce what this is. And then our topic is, let me say, presenting Solve in Time. All right, this isn't a problem. This is just the topic, just to get everyone centered on where we're going with this. Now you have effectively created your own slide deck and you've made some simple modifications. Let's dig a little bit deeper. Now, as you are going through this slide deck, you may recognize that these times are great, but you want to modify them for your purposes. So let's say you think, yeah, 25 minutes, that's cool and all, but I would much rather give us 30 minutes. Right now, there's no way that everything just gets automatically changed, but you can make some modifications very, very simply. So 30 minutes, I'm going to keep 15 minutes. I like to work backwards, by the way. I always often think, how much time is going to be necessary for the creation aspect? And if I have small groups, I'm typically going to give them more time. Or if I have them operating in individually or just in pairs, I may give them a little less time. Or, of course, I am confined to how much time I have in general in order to present this and have them actually share something. So I may say, okay, 15 minutes is cool, but working backwards, I need to make 15 minutes work in here. So we'll just make this real simple. 3, 4, 4, and 4. Can't see my highlights there. Now, what would be really great is if, as soon as I made those changes, all the timers automatically changed as well, right? Well, no, you have to do just a little bit more legwork because all of the timers that are in here are different than what I may have just changed these to. So I need to modify them. I have made this a little simple for you guys. And that is that you can just go to your layout and you will notice that I have a lot of custom timers already pre-built. They are using the same theme and they all auto start. So if I said that first one, I want it to be 3 minutes. This one, I want it to be 4 minutes. And because I know of a handy dandy shortcut of redo, right? I'm just going to redo that same thing. So I did a Control Y there, make that 4 minutes, Control Y here, make that 4 minutes. Cool. All my times are now set up. All right, last thing. Let's say I don't love that this is here because maybe I don't want my participants sharing out publicly. Instead, I want them to share in an LMS or I want them to share on Flipgrid, whatever it may be. go ahead, you can just delete this and add your own slide. You can also see that if you go to layout, there are some templates that you can choose to use if you like. So you can use this blank one. Maybe you want to do something in particular using Pear Deck, or like I said here, Flipgrid. Let's say I want to make this Flipgrid and I say, is there anything you'd like to share? And I want to change this. And I have a Flipgrid topic that is already set up for this. But you could create your own, say flipgrid.com/solve it, right? And this is going to prompt those who are playing along to share whatever they produce on this Flipgrid. So you can make modifications as you wish. Feel free to adapt content, but my only request is please maintain some of the styling, and please give a shout out to Solving Time if you wouldn't mind on social media. Would love that. Would love to see what you and others are producing. Thanks.